Some more news. My brother is moving here. He was staying here for the summer, and he's just going to be staying here, which is pretty cool. It's been a while since I got to really hang out with my brother because we've been living in two different places, two different states. He's really just awesome and accepting and supportive, and calls me his older brother and calls me Aaron, and he totally caught on to it like nothing. He maybe slipped up once or twice in the beginning, and the first day that we were around each other, and after that he just caught on, and it's really cool. I talked to him a little bit today about how I'm going to be starting tea, and he was joking with me about how not everybody gets to say that their older brother went through puberty after they did. But it's cool, I'm looking forward to it. Now that we're both older, we don't really fight anymore. He's really fucking chill to hang out with. Al and I are doing really great. We're awesome. Not much to report on other than that I love him. We're both really stoked about talking to a therapist and everything. He still has to come out to his family, so we're just hoping that that goes well and that he doesn't have to deal with too much drama. It's just crazy. Living up in Jersey, we were so broke. We were barely making it paycheck to paycheck. I don't know when we would have been able to have the money to see a therapist, and it was getting really frustrating, and we were feeling so trapped, like we were never going to move forward. And we moved out here to Florida because, we have family here that we could stay with for a little while while we get on our feet, and once we do get on our feet, it'll be a lot easier, because here you can survive on minimum wage. You can get an apartment, and two of us working minimum wage, we'd be able to survive, and we both have more experience than minimum wage jobs. Whereas in Jersey, I was making pretty decent money, and we just weren't making ends meet. And it felt like we were never going to be able to transition because we were never going to have that extra money to do it. And now I've been here only a couple weeks, and I've got an appointment with a therapist to fucking write me a letter to be on tea. It's so surreal. I'm having the best dream I've ever had. What else? I've been job hunting, which has been a little bit stressful. I'm just really nervous about getting a call back from a job and going in for an interview, and I am qualified and everything else, and I go in there and they're gonna see me and be like, what? I really don't want to play the whole girl mask to get a job. For a while I thought I was going to have to do that. I thought I wasn't going to have a choice, but I can't do that to myself. At my last job, I worked there for a year and a half, and almost 2 years, and I was, binding every day and presenting as mail and mostly passing. Not mostly, but half the time passing in public, but at work, I was not remotely out. And I don't want to put myself through that again. It was really stressful and really just uncomfortable, and I don't know, dysphoria inducing. And I just don't want to put myself through it. So my plan is basically, anytime on an application where I see the opportunity, I put down my birth name and then put in quotes or parentheses, put Aaron, so that hopefully that kind of nips it in the bud from the beginning. I don't know if I'm comfortable. I don't want to come out and just say, hey, I'm trans, or hey, I go by male pronouns in an interview, because I need a job, and I really hate that I have to compromise myself and who I am in order to do that, but I don't want to put off a potential job that is going to help me have the money to transition. And my plan is just to tell them my preferred name when we meet on the interview, let them assume whatever they want to assume, and, go from there once I get a job, then worry about coming out. And who knows, maybe it'll even be as simple as the first day I'll be able to just introduce myself as Aaron and hopefully be read as male. But yeah, that's a little bit stressful. I'm a little nervous about it. You know, I'm looking for jobs around St. Pete, one of the bigger cities around here that is a little more accepting than the rest of the state. So I'm just hoping for the best. I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I just really wanted to make this video because I'm so excited about having this appointment with the therapist and finally feeling like this is going to happen. And that's, I think, the biggest thing is, like, I knew that this is something I was going to do. I knew this is something I was going to have to do. You know, that it's going to happen no matter what, but it just felt so far away, like not knowing when I could even start to think about it was driving me crazy. It was starting to make me feel like this is never going to happen. I'm just going to be, like, stuck. Now that I have a date for my first appointment, you know what I mean? I have an estimated time frame of how long it's going to be before I'm on testosterone, and it just gives me so much peace of mind. You know, like, it's far away, and I wish that the appointment was a little sooner. You know, I wish I didn't have to wait so long on the waiting list to talk to her, but I have that date in the back of my head, and it just gives me so much peace of mind to know that I've made a big step towards finally being able to be who I really am, to let everyone else see who I really am. Crazy excited. The only other thing I could really update on is supplements. I don't think they've done much of anything else for my voice. You know, it's still kind of maintained. In videos, I don't try real hard to keep the voice low because it's tiring. I definitely have noticed a difference in body fat distribution and muscle mass. I've lost a good bit of weight anyway, just from working out and eating better and just getting in better shape. I feel like I have a lot less of that hourglass shape than I used to. It's a little bit more even, you know, among, like, my midsection as opposed to all of my body fat going to my thighs, basically, and my hips and whatever. So muscle, I feel like I'm building more muscle even though I'm not working out. I have new, like, places on my arms and stuff that have muscle since I left Jersey, and I have not worked out once since then. So I'm really looking forward to how it'll affect when I am able to start working out again. I did up my dose a couple weeks ago of the Tribulus. I'm taking 3 a day now instead of 2 a day. So I think that may have something to do with the little bit of added musculature. I guess I'll show off a little bit. Yeah, got, you know, definition going on here, a little bit of shoulder going on, which is cool. I've actually, like, got a bicep, which I've never had a bicep before, ever in my entire life. It's pretty crazy. And, like, I have this definition back here. I've got, like, I think that's a tricep. I don't even know the names of these muscles. How terrible is that? So, yeah, it's not much. I'm still a skinny twink, but it's something. You know, would I love to have these big muscly arms? Of course. But it's enough of a difference for me to notice, and that in itself is enough of an ego boost, or enough of a confidence boost, that it's worth it. I think it also has decreased breast tissue a little bit. I feel like it definitely has made the breast tissue less dense. Seems a little bit easier to bind. The only, like, bad side effect that I feel like I've had from them is that I sweat so much now. I've never, like, been somebody who sweats a whole lot, but I've noticed that I have a lot less tolerance to the heat and I sweat a lot more easily. I sweat like crazy, and to the point where it's really annoying. Hopefully, when I go on T, it won't be like 10 times worse than it already is, because that'll drive me nuts. So weird. Yeah, I've never had muscles before. It's so freaking weird. It's awesome. It's not unwelcome, obviously. I'm just so fucking excited. Holy shit. I'm gonna be on T by Halloween. Now, my 21st birthday is 2 weeks away. I'm not gonna be on T yet, but I've got an idea of when I will be, and that is huge to me. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here. Wish me luck. Peace out.